She's had success on the big screen, and now she's sharing the stories of a life inside and outside of the movies.
Yeah, actress and author Illeana Douglas is here to tell you all about her new book, I Blame Dennis Hopper. Welcome back to the show. It's great to have you here. You came back.
I can't. I have to. My mom wouldn't allow me not to be on your show. My goodness.
We miss her this year, though.
I know. Well,
Hi,
she's
Mom.
home watching. Hi, Mom.
Hey. So of course you have a Connecticut connection. Tell us all about your experience at the Hartford stage.
Well, I grew up here. My first professional gig was working at the Hartford Stage Company Youth Theater.
Wow.
This was back in 1979. Yes, it was. There was a year in '79 and I was working there, and I was in the company for 4 years. So everything I kind of learned, garnered about show business. I got into in the youth theater in an unusual way by doing a very bad impression of Liza Minnelli, which I had learned from listening to the record of Cabaret about 8,000 times. So I just got by with my audition doing a good Liza impression.
Have you improved your impression over the years?
No, I think it's gotten worse.
Worse? Okay.
I think I perfected it then in my bedroom with my mom yelling up, "Turn that thing off."
Yeah. Now being from Connecticut, do you have like a favorite place?
You must have some hot spots you like to visit, right? Besides CT Style.
Of course.
I go right to Lenny and Joe's Fish House and get my fried clams and my lobster roll.
Good stuff.
And Johnny Ads and Clinton. I'm a big seafood person, and those are my favorite. All the shoreline joints.
Great.
Now, of course, a lot of people know you from Goodfellas and some big movies
Rosie,
like that.
right? That was your character in Goodfellas.
Yeah, good. Cape Fear, To Die For, Grace of My Heart. I was on Entourage, Ugly Betty. Oh, and I now also work for Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a very cool gig. And I mean, you've worked with some very funny people over the years. So we actually have some photos of some of the people that you have worked with, and we're going to show them up here on the screen. So we want you to tell us.
You can be very honest.
Yes. Honest first impression of these people and what project you worked with them on. So we have our first actress here.
Oh, Amy Poehler. She was fantastic. The producer and also was on some episodes of a show that we did called Welcome to Sweden. Her brother lives in Sweden, and this was the tie to my web series Easy to Assemble. But she was the producer and very smart and obviously very, very funny lady.
All right. Next up, we have another gentleman here.
Oh my God, I know. You're doing all my favorites.
Yeah, these are all the good guys, right?
George Lopez, he's a doll. He's an absolute hero. I just did a pilot with him.
Nice.
And we shot it in Las Vegas, and I'd never actually seen him perform live, but very funny. I was so impressed with him. I loved his show on television, but as a person, he's a great guy.
Great guy. Lastly, we have one other actor here for you.
This is fun.
Recognize that guy?
Tom and I, a new father, just had his second child. But again, we've done many films together. I think I've played his wife, I've played his girlfriend, I've played his coworker.
Which role did you enjoy most working with him?
Probably his coworker.
His coworker. Okay.
Not as easy.
All right.
As
You're keeping
it
platonic with Tom Arnold. Now, speaking of that, you guys had this huge hit digital show called Easy to Assemble. What do you think made that series so successful?
Well, we were very lucky doing the show. There's Tom on the show in my favorite Burbank IKEA.
Well, we have one right down the road, by the way, if you want to check it out after the show. I'm just saying.
I know. I probably to go over there and get some meatballs.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget the meatballs.
Well, I was doing the show, again, this was like when web series were just kind of starting out, and IKEA just gave me a really nice budget to work with, so I was able to get a lot of celebrities. We had Keanu Reeves and Jeff Goldblum and amazing people, and they let me write the show and direct it. So I was very lucky. If people want to watch it, we did 4 years of the show, and it's on YouTube.
It's a good run.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your book. It's gotten great reviews. I Blame Dennis Hopper. Would you say it's a memoir? or not so much?
You know what? It's people had been wanting me to write a book, but movies were so much a part of my childhood, and I work for Turner Classic Movies now, and I wanted to do a memoir that was really framed by films. My grandfather was Melvin Douglas, so I grew up, getting to watch him. He took me on the set of Being There, so I get to watch him work. But my parents were also big moviegoers, and in 1969 they saw the movie Easy Rider, and they were transformed kind of by the message of the film, and kind of taking Dennis Hopper's, that's what it's all about, man. The message of freedom in the movie. They completely changed their lifestyle and raised us as hippies.
Wow.
Here in Connecticut.
So you blame Dennis.
There you go.
I blame Dennis Hopper for everything that ever all those peace rallies at Bushnell Park, all the hippies that were around us growing up. But that led me, that unconventional lifestyle, I believe, led me in the direction of becoming an actress. And then I grew up, I became a successful actress, and I ended up doing a film with Dennis Hopper where he played my father figure type lover, and we became friends, and that's why I was like, I had this epiphany that I don't blame him. I kind of ended up with a better life.
You thank him for it almost, right?
So that's how the book comes full circle, but it's all sorts of great stories, a lot of them involving Connecticut, my time working at the Hartford Stage Company, working in a dinner theater here in Connecticut, and some of the great movie-going experiences I had at the Middletown Drive-In. There was an old theater in Middletown called the Capitol and the Palace. My mom used to take me up to Trinity to watch movies. So Connecticut and all my early movie going. I first saw Jaws.
Right here. Right here.
I was one of the original kids to see Jaws. So it's free. So it's about my career and some of the great people that I've worked with, but it's also about people that I've met, like Marlon Brando, that have really changed my life. The movies have really framed my life.
So many intriguing stories. And tomorrow night there's actually going to be a book signing at the Mark Twain House in Hartford. That begins at 7 p.m. And then Thursday night over at Barnes & Noble in West Hartford. So make sure that you guys check that out. There are reservations available at marktwainhouse.org because it's going to fill up very quickly. The book is going to be great.
You're busy while you're here in Connecticut, huh?
Very busy. Well, lobster rolls tomorrow. But
there you go.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, thank you.
All right, coming up, if your closet